Another one from Underhill Rose here on WNCW. They're playing tunes from their new release, The Great Tomorrow, and that is Whispering Pines Motel. When you guys are on the road, like we were saying, you're traveling a lot. Are you often staying at places like that there motel? Or are you
Hope
pitching
not.
tents in the National Forest land? You stay at people's houses?
A little bit of all of those three.
All those? Okay.
Yeah, we try and stay with friends as much as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's part of that's sort of the heartening part of traveling so much, is that we get to see family and friends that are all over the country. Yeah, it's to me, it's one of the sweeter parts of it.
All right. We had Rising Appalachia here a couple weeks ago, and they talked about that. That's really what they do. Is like,
Yeah.
no, we try to avoid the hotels and stuff. We try and do like house concerts, or at least crash at people's houses and have jams and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see you doing all the above.
Yeah.
So, doing a camping tour, maybe, especially out west or
Yeah,
something. But
totally.
Yeah, we camped out a little bit, but yeah.
It was just really dusty
Case
when
by
we
case.
camped out.
That's right. Yeah. Well,
Some nights you need a good shower.
Yeah.
In your own bed.
so you only camp in places where it's really humid. Then you don't have the dust to deal with.
Right. We just
maybe
sweat
not.
But
shower.
then there are mosquitoes.
Oh, the skeeters, yes. And what do you all do when you're, home, but not necessarily on tour or recording at the studio? I know, Eleanor, I've seen you sometimes do a little solo gig. It's sort of solo. You have revolving cast of
Friends.
characters. Five Walnut.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, just love playing music. So, play around town and have some other jobs, but cherish time with my dog and,
Oh, that's nice.
the house and just relaxing.
That's good.
Yeah.
Cool. Sally, I know you hold down the fort at the Open Heart Arts Center, right?
Yeah,
Evergreen?
I work at Open Hearts, and it's a nonprofit. It's a day program for adults with disabilities, and I love it. It's like a big family there, and I get to be involved in a lot of really awesome creative projects with our artists, and I also get to help get their art out into the community, and they get to sell their work around town.
That's a pretty neat sounding project. Stuff that we like, using art for healing, for growing, for education.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a website or something that people can?
It's openheartsartcenter.org.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. How about you, Molly?
Well, I play about twice a week solo in town. I just don't publicize it. So
Stealth.
jig is up. It's I play on the Biltmore Estate quite a bit, and at the Grand Bohemian in Biltmore Village. Those are some of my bill-paying gigs.
Those are
and
good ones.
so, yeah, if you're a Biltmore pass holder, you can see me most Tuesdays on the
Okay.
estate. But yeah, that's what I do. And then when we're gone in the past, I've made my house into a vacation rental. So Asheville's a tourist town, and it made a lot of sense. So I've spent a lot of time with my home recently, which has been great. There were many years where I worked 40 hours a week from the road. Both the past tours we went out west with, I was working from a laptop in the back seat of an SUV for a lot of it, and I finally had to give it up because it was just overwhelming. So I'm trying to work, only like 80 hours a week now between the two things.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I play music
Yeah.
for my living now, and that is what I have wanted. So
Cool.
it's great.
I think you just hit on something that feels like a big, giant, bright light bulb to me. A musician who's traveling a lot, renting out your place to others.
Yeah, it's a
It's
vacation
like the no-brainer,
rental.
but yeah, like a full-on
Yeah.
Airbnb or vacation rental type thing.
Yeah, exactly. Airbnb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing what you can do with your house if you live in a tourist town.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. I actually know other musicians in Asheville that do the same thing. So yeah, it's worth a shot if it's something you can manage. It's pretty cool.
Can you talk a little bit about your instrumentation you're playing? Molly on the guitar, Sally on the bass, Eleanor on the banjo. Like, what do you do to kind of maybe push yourself and learn something new, or is there a particular artist that you still are just like, I totally listen to that person and get ideas and get inspired by?
Well, for
Eleanor?
me, on the banjo, one thing on this new album is one of the tunes on it has slide banjo. So that's something I really wanted to incorporate for myself. There's a song called Shine by Sally, and there's a slide banjo part. And then, when I play sometimes with like at Five Walnut or Ben's Tune Up, I have a pedal, so I play a little bit more with the psychedelic delay approach of banjo. And I think banjo is an incredibly versatile instrument, and a lot of people don't realize that. So I just try and continue to expand.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. You know Pete Wernick from
I-
Hot Rise, you know,
Oh my God!
banjo player. He does a
Yes.
lot of that kind
Mhm.
of delayed effect.
So cool.
warp stuff.
We saw them at Merle Fest, and it was just phenomenal. My mouth was just dropped. My jaw was dropped watching them. Incredible performers and players.
Yeah. He's known as Dr. Banjo for a reason.
Yes.
Sally?
So I wasn't able to go last night to the show, but Chris Wood is my bass idol,
Nice.
and
Yeah.
we were playing recently in Atlanta, and after the show, this inebriated fellow came up to me and he was like, "You need to play like Mingus," and I was like, "Yep, you're right.
Sure.
I
I'll
need
get
to
on
play
that."
like
Get on
Mingus." Yeah.
And for me on guitar, so my father taught me how to play guitar. He basically taught me how to play chords, and then he taught me to say, hear a song that I wanted to learn, and then he would teach me the most complicated possible version of how to play that song. So I would say that my biggest influence for guitar is probably my father. But beyond that, I love fingerpicking blues guitar, and I took some classes at Warren Wilson from Wayne Erbson, who teaches fingerpicking blues. So I do a little bit of that with Underhill Rose, and I also, I have kind of adapted my own fingerpicking patterns now because of that, in combination with Wayne's instruction, and then my dad, which told me that you have 5 fingers for a reason, so you might as well use all of them. Anyhow, so yeah, that's probably my guitar thing. But vocally, my whole life, I have tried to imitate my favorite singers. So that
All
was Trio. We listened to them earlier. So that's Dolly Parton, Emmylou Harris, and Linda Ronstadt probably being the biggest one for me. But then I also really wanted to be Mariah Carey.
Whoa.
Never quite made it there. But, I think that all of us have vocal, teachers as well.
Yeah. Mariah Carey's never made it here either to
You know,
Spindale.
what
Do you
is the
know
deal?
someone who knows someone?
Probably, but,
Call her up.
We've had Emmylou here, so
Yeah, maybe Emmylou knows her.
Okay. All right. Cool. Underhill Rose here on WNCW wrapping up a live session on this Friday afternoon before they head to Augusta, Georgia for a show tonight, and then Asheville tomorrow with the Tyler Nail Trio. Doors open at 8. Showtime is at 9 at the Grey Eagle tomorrow night. Let's hear one more before you head to Augusta.
Yeah, this is one from the new album we're releasing tomorrow. It's called Not Gonna Worry.